I love you. Won't you tell me your name?
Daddy.
What?
Dad.
What?
The sign.
Sign? Peace. Is
No,
that a sign?
not that sign.
Love.
No.
Angton.
It's that with you.
Call me.
Daddy.
What?
It's that with you.
What starts with me? Hey, I got a nose. I got your nose. Should I give it back to her? Put in the comments. Should I give it back to her? Should I give it back to you? Pop! Okay, she got it. So this is take number 2, trying to read Rapunzel. Okay. Hopefully this time works. Okay. Tangle, fit for a crown. So if you didn't see the cover, that's it. The last story was Aladdin. You have to look it up.
But guys.
Yes. Oh, sorry. You're talking to them. Hi.
They're telling you, my dad sounds like this. That, 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 that.
If you've ever seen Peanuts, you'll understand what I mean. Rapunzel was excited. After living in her tower for so long, she was finally free. Free! With the help of her new friend, Flynn Rider, she had escaped from the evil Mother Gothel and discovered she was a princess. Along the way, she and Flynn had many adventures. Now they were traveling back to the kingdom. Soon she would meet her true parents, the king and queen. I still can't believe I'm the lost princess, said Rapunzel as they walked along. I don't even know how to be a princess.
Rapunzel.
Who's Rapunzel?
Yeah.
Flynn smiled. You have nothing to worry about, he said. It's easy. All you have to do is wear a huge, heavy crown. Oh my, she explained. Rapunzel grew pale. That didn't sound easy at all. What if it was too big or too heavy? She pictured the crown being placed on her head and falling around her waist. Noticing how upset Rapunzel looked, Flynn tried to make her feel better. Do you remember the tiara from my satchel? He asked. Rapunzel nodded. Well, let me tell you the story about that. Taking a deep breath, Flynn began. When I was a boy in the orphanage, I read a book about a princess and her tiara. The book said that this tiara symbolized everything the princess should be. The tiara's white crystals stood for a strong, adventurous spirit. Green represented gentleness and kindness. Red stood for courage. And the gold crown itself stood for leadership. So that's where she thought it was so big that it would fall around her waist. And here are the colors of the crown that he was talking about. Flynn continued, For years I thought of the tiara, and then one day I actually met a gal who could carry it, who could wear it. As Flynn told his story, Rapunzel's eyes grew wider and wider. The princess was exceedingly adventurous. Flynn went on, and as she traveled towards her dream, she was kind and brave. She helped those who were hurt, and she was definitely a leader. She seemed to be able to turn every bad situation into something wonderful. Rapunzel stopped. Stop, Flynn. Sorry. Are you talking about... She started. You! Flynn exclaimed, nodding. I'm talking about all those amazing things you did when you first left your tower in search for those floating lights. There's her back then, and here's her now. Look, she's got brown hair. Do you remember when that happened? Remember, she has short brown hair.
No.
Do you remember when that happened?
No.
Do you guys remember?
No.
Look in the comments below to see if you can figure it out. Shh. Here we go. But I do all those things. Oh, sorry. But I do all those things long, when I had long magical hair, Rapunzel replied, as they walked over a fallen log. Suddenly she slipped and almost fell. Now I just feel off balance, Rapunzel added with a sigh. I have no idea how to help anyone without my magic. Before Flynn could reply, they heard a commotion behind them. Nobody move! Somebody shouted. Then several men came out of the shadows. They looked very dangerous. Hand over your horse, all of the men demanded. Do you think they're going to hand over the horse?
No.
What do you think the horse is going to do?
Stop it!
I think those men are in trouble if they try to take the horse. Flynn leaped into action, chasing the thieves. Rapunzel, he shouted. Run away and don't look back. Rapunzel did not run away, though. Instead, she tried to rescue Maximus. She tackled one of the thieves and began to pull his hair. Then she saw that Flynn had fallen into the water. Rapunzel ran over and pulled him to safety, and they continued to fight. Soon the thieves were defeated. See, she's not that helpless without her hair.
If you don't know how to do everything,
Yeah. When it was all over, Rapunzel turned to the leader. You are not a nice man, she scolded. Stealing is wrong. I'm sorry, miss, the man said. He looked over upset. I just needed your horse. You see, my son is hurt, and I don't have a horse to take him to the doctor. Oh my, Rapunzel explained. The man had been wrong to try to steal, but now she understood why he had wanted to take Maximus so badly. Where is your son? She asked. The man quickly led Rapunzel, Flynn, and Maximus through the woods. They soon reached the clearing with a small cottage. Rapunzel rushed inside and saw the young boy lying on a bed. When she asked him what hurt, the boy held up his arm. Oh, poor little guy. Can you see the little boy right there?
I can't see.
Right there.
Where?
Right there.
I thought you pointed right there.
I'm not looking at the no Maximus or the boys. Oh, that's a cute little boy. Look at that.
I see.
Yeah, you can see. 1 second.
I
Isn't that a cute little boy?
see. Wait.
Rapunzel
What
smiled.
is that?
You're a strong boy, she said. I'm going to help you as best I can. Then she patted his arm gently. She knew just what was wrong. She found a piece of cloth and made a sling out of it. Then she put the sling around the boy's arm. It wasn't perfect, but it would work until he could see the doctor. So there's her putting the sling around him. Relieved, the boy's father lifted him onto Maximilian's back. Flynn would give him a ride to the kingdom. Watching Flynn and the boy, Rapunzel smiled. She had been worried that without her hair, she wouldn't be able to help people. She realized she had been wrong. She had come to Maximilian's rescue. She had helped the young boy, and she had even pulled Flynn out of the river. Together, Rapunzel led Flynn and the boy and the father towards the kingdom. When they arrived, Rapunzel finally met her parents, and they held her tight, happy to have her daughter home at last. So there's the boy being loaded on the horse, and there they are walking towards the town, the kingdom. Later, after after Rapunzel had received her crown and greeted the kingdom, she asked her parents for a favor. She wanted to make sure her new friend would never have to steal ever again. Rapunzel wanted them to help the boy's family. The king and queen agreed. They were so happy to have their daughter back, and even happier that she was such a kind, courageous, and adventurous young woman. There she is, right there. So tomorrow we will read Belle and the Mysterious Monster. Dun dun dun!
Should we read it now?
Nope, it's bedtime.
Nope, it's morning time. Come on.
Oh, so you're getting tired. Well, good night, y'all.
Should put this back on my bed.
I can put them all back in your bed. Until tomorrow. Catch you next time. Bye. Bye.